So do you also use LinkedIn ads to get more leads for your own business? Then this video is definitely for you. So hello all, welcome back to Pabbly, and in this video we are going to understand how to save LinkedIn leads in Google Sheets and alert the team. So over here I'm also running a business and we also use LinkedIn ads to get more leads for my own business. And now what I want is that as soon as we receive a new lead from LinkedIn ads, I want to add the lead details into my Google Sheets. Not only this, I want to send a message on my Google chat space and alert my team about the new lead received. So to do this, we are going to create a connection between LinkedIn ads, Google Sheets and Google Chat. And we are going to create this connection without knowing any programming or coding language using an amazing automation software which is Pabbly Connect. So if you also want to create this amazing automation for your own business, then for that you have to come with me towards my screen. Welcome to my screen everyone. So let's begin and create a connection between LinkedIn ads, Google Sheets and Google Chat. So to do this, I'm going to open a new tab and search for the landing page of Pabbly Connect by typing pabbly.com/connect in my browser. And now it is opening the landing page of Pabbly Connect, and right now a Ganesh Chaturthi sale is going on. So if you wish to purchase Pabbly Connect for a one-time price, today is a great day. But before we move on further and create this automation, I'll show you something really helpful. This is the Pabbly community where automation users, business owners and marketers connect. Pabbly community is a space where users share their ideas, workflow tips, doubts and solutions. So if you're stuck at any step, the community is a great resource for guidance. And if you also want to join this amazing community, the link is given in the description box below. Make sure to check it out. So let's head back towards the landing page of Pabbly Connect and create this automation. For that, we have two options on the landing page of Pabbly Connect. One is sign in and the another one is sign up for free. So if you are a new user, you can click on this sign up for free and you're going to get 100 of stars free every month to explore the application. But over here, I am an existing user, so I'm going to click on this button which says sign in. And now it is opening all Pabbly apps, and over you're going to see all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly. But in today's video, we are going to use Pabbly Connect because we are connecting different applications. So I'm going to click on this access now right over here to access my Pabbly Connect account. And now it is opening the dashboard of my Pabbly Connect account, and to get started, I'm going to click on this button which says create a workflow. And now it is asking me to select the workflow builder, the new one or the classic one. So the new workflow builder is faster, flexible and ideal for those who want a modern interface, while the classic one on the other hand is stable, has a familiar approach and ideal for those who want to try it and test it setup. So you can use any one from this. I'm going to use this new one. So let's go towards the select of the new one. Now for the workflow name, I'm going to enter the name of my workflow which is save LinkedIn leads in Google Sheets and alert team. For the folder, I'm going to select my folder as automations. On my dashboard, you can see multiple folders which I have already created in which I save my workflows. And if you also want to create a new folder, you can go towards this create new folder button and create your own. I have already created many, so I'm going to save my workflow in one of these only and click on this button which says create. And once we click on this create, it is going to open the most important window of our automation, which is our workflow window. So this is the most important window because we have trigger and action in this. Trigger and actions are the two main principles on which our workflow is going to run. Trigger means when this happens and action means do this. So by this you can understand that the trigger starts the process and the actions are results towards the same. So to get started, we have to click on this add trigger button, and now for the trigger application we have to select it as LinkedIn. So let's search for LinkedIn and select LinkedIn right over here. For the trigger event, we have to keep it as lead notifications and click on this connect. Now in order to create a connection between LinkedIn and Pabbly Connect, we have two options: add a new connection or select an existing connection. So if you've already created this connection, you can go towards this select an existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me, click on add a new connection, and now we have to click on this connect with LinkedIn. And once we click on this connect with LinkedIn, Pabbly is asking me for my account credentials. So I'm going to enter the credentials of my account and click on this sign in. And once I click on this sign in, you're going to see that with this we have successfully created a connection between LinkedIn and Pabbly Connect. So easy, right? So now let's move on further. It is asking me to select the account over here with the help of which I'm running the campaign. So I'm going to select the account and click on this save and send test request. And once we click on this save and send test request, it is saying waiting for webhook response. So we have to do a test submission in order to capture this webhook response. And how are we going to do this test submission? For that, I'm going to open my ad campaign, and as you can see that this is the ad which I am running. So I'll just let you know that I'm running a draft campaign. If you're running a live campaign, you're going to receive the live lead details, but my campaign is in draft mode. So when I click on this apply now, you're going to see that I don't have the option to fill in these details. I only have the option to fill in this email and the phone number because my campaign is in draft mode. If you're running a live campaign, definitely your leads are going to get the option to fill in the rest of the details too. So let's fill in the details which are available, like the email and the phone number. So I'm going to enter both of these details and click on this button which says submit. And once we click on this submit, it is saying information sent to Pabbly. So with this, we have successfully completed our test submission. So now let's open our workflow, and Pabbly is going to capture the response of the same test submission right over here. We just have to wait for a few seconds. Alright, so let's wait for a few seconds till Pabbly is capturing this webhook response. And yes, you can see that we have successfully received the response. You're going to see all the details. Here's the email address, the phone number, the first name, the last name, the company name, and the rest of the details. And with this, we have successfully completed our trigger step. So now let's add these details into our Google Sheets. Alright, so to do this, I'm going to go back towards my workflow and click on this add new action step. And now for the action application, we have to select it as Google Sheets. So I'm going to search for Google Sheets and select it. For the action event, we have to select add a new row and click on this connect. Now in order to create a connection, again it is giving me two options. So if I've already created a connection, you can go to this select an existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me, click on add a new connection and then sign in with Google. And once we click on this sign in with Google, we have to select the Gmail account with the help of which we want to create the connection. And now Pabbly is going to ask for some permissions. So what you have to do is you have to click on this allow button and give Pabbly all the permissions, because your data is 100% secure with Pabbly. And once you click on this allow, yes, you can see it is saying connection created successfully between Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect. Now let's select the spreadsheet in which I want to add the lead details. So this is my spreadsheet which is lead details. And now let's select the sheet and move on further. And one by one, I'm going to add all of these details into my Google Sheets. So to do this, I'm going to simply add the first name right over here, but we're not going to enter the first name manually by typing it like this, but instead we are going to map it. So you must be wondering, what is mapping? So mapping is a method by Pabbly which means inserting the data from the previous step. And when we insert the data from the previous step, automatically our data becomes dynamic and change with every new response received. So one by one, I'm going to simply map all the details from the response of my previous step and click on this save and send test request. And once we click on the save and send test request, we have received the positive response that we have successfully added these details into our Google Sheets. And as you can see, the details have been added. You're going to see all the details, be it the first name, last name, email address, phone number, or the company name. The details are added into my Google Sheets. Now let's notify our team on Google Chat about the same. So to do this, I'm going to click on this add new action step, and now for the action application, we have to select it as Google Chat. So I'm going to search for Google Chat and select it. And now for the event, we have to select create message and click on this connect. Now it is asking me for the chat webhook URL, and to get this URL, you have to open your Google Chat and go towards the space you want to send the messages in. Then you have to go towards the space name and then apps and integrations. And then you have to go towards this webhooks and click on this add webhook. You have to name the webhook. Let's say I'm going to add the webhook name as new leads. If you wish, you can definitely add the avatar URL. This is optional. Alright, I'm going to leave it as blank and click on this save. And you can see webhook created, and over here you can see a new webhook has been created. Now what we have to do is we have to go towards this three dots and then copy link. So we're going to copy this webhook URL and paste it right over here. Now it is asking me for the message. Alright, so let's go back towards our Google Chat, and now I'm going to go back and we're going to see that I want to send a message something like this. So to do this, I'm going to simply paste this message and I'm going to edit the details, and I'm going to map the rest of the details one by one. First, I'm going to map this name, then the rest of the details one by one. So first, let me edit this message. So first, we're going to simply keep a template, and then we're going to map the details so that the templated message should be same, only the details of the lead should change. Alright, so let's enter the details. I'm going to map the details one by one like we did in our Google Sheets. I'm going to map this company name, the email address, and then the phone number. And after mapping all of these details, we have to click on this save and send test request. We received a positive response that we have successfully added, or you can say we have successfully sent a message on Google Chat. So let's open our space, and you're going to see that we have successfully sent a message. You're going to see all the details are exactly the same, be it the name, the company name, the email or the phone number. All the details are exactly the same which we entered right over here during our test submission, and with this we have successfully completed our workflow. And now whenever we're going to receive a new lead from LinkedIn ads, automatically the lead details will be added in my Google Sheets, and further a notification will be sent towards my team on Google Chat about the same lead, so that my sales team can follow up quickly and efficiently. So yes, now go try this amazing automation for your own business too, because right now we are offering a free trial of Pabbly Connect. And while trying, if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video. For your reference, I'll simply add the workflow link in the description box below so that you can access my workflow too. See you in the next video with many more automation tips, everyone. Thank you for watching. So not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly Connect, you can connect many more applications. And now if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this URL. And now go try this amazing automation for your own business too, because right now we are offering a free trial of Pabbly Connect.